So it's not a disaster, but I'm giving the battery about a C minus. So that brings us to the last main concern, battery. So the battery on the iPhone Air is pretty weak, and there's no getting around that. Remember earlier this year, though, when I said one of the big pillars of 2025 smartphones was going to be these new higher density silicon carbon batteries? Well, it turns out two of the biggest phone manufacturers out there, Samsung and Apple, well, they just didn't want to take the dive on that quite yet on any of their phones. So not only is this phone thinner than ever with less room inside for battery than ever, but it's also not even a special high density battery to make up for it. So the result is this big, bright, gorgeous 6.5-inch 120 hertz OLED display being powered by a battery the same size as the one in the iPhone 11. So it's not a disaster, but I'm giving the battery about a C minus, ending the day with like 15% left in low power mode in normal use with 4 hours of screen on time for a brand new phone is not that great. Makes me concerned for how this will look in 3 or 4 years down the road. Like, there are lots of people who are now, today, might be you, using a phone with a big battery that was awesome when you first got it, but now, years later, if you're getting to the end of the day and it's dying and you realize you need a battery upgrade, the Air is probably not the phone you should be getting. And then this phone also charges slower than the rest of the 17 lineup, which makes it even more annoying. So if you're a heavy user like me, well, you literally just end up keeping it on a wireless charger as much as possible. It was just very annoying, to be honest. And that's sort of the two things that made it a deal breaker for me, is the cameras and the battery.